The Target Series stays on the West Coast swing as we head to the Denver Motorsports Park. This time we're racing on the oval. Earlier in the season we raced at the road course, this time on the oval for the running of the Nationwide 200. Ed McDowell, the 22, has the pole for today's race. Who's outside second is the 8 of Riley Spurley-Tube. Then third is Paul Taylor, fourth is William Bullen. Rounding out the top 5, Luke Rainey, the 12. Who's outside sixth, Kashawn Richardson, the 20. 7th place we have Jeff Wright, 8th is Alexander Rowe, in 9th is Franz Device, and Sebastian Kukulon rounds out the top 10, the 4. The rest of the field holds Patrick Smith, who's outside Colton Yo, tied for second in the point standings. Then we have William Seaman with Anton Charlebois. Behind them, Simon Bloomfield and Steve Larker. Then there's Trey Rainey and Greg Lee, along with Ryan Brommer and Mike Burrell. Then there's Greg Torres and Trip McGinnis, along with Jason Larker and Jonathan Rains. Then there's Levi Shones and Jake Galloway, also tied for second in the points. Then we have George Cooper and Eli Bright. Behind them, Nathan Ormond and Derek Hamill. Then points leader Danny Lloyd, who's inside the 0 of Diglia Pez. Then we have Jennifer Beeford and Jose Mills, along with Mathis Wells and Anthony Hernandez. Then there's Cole Luigi with Oliver Galloway. Behind them, Justin Zidell and Dylan Ebrahimian. And the final row, Semet Oskin 93, who's outside 42nd, number 23 of Max Anderson. There's our starting lineup for the Nationwide 200 Chase Race number 5 for the Target Series season. Let's go on trackside, fire the engines up for racing in Denver.
I can't hear you! Drivers! Start your engines!
42 cars rolling off the starting grid for Chase Race number 5 of the season in the Target Series. Earlier in the season, we raced at the Roval configuration at this racetrack, won by Steve Larker. But coming into the day, the points are as tight as they have been. Danny Lloyd leads the points by a single point over Jake Galloway, along with Colton Yo. They're both tied for second in the points. Then fourth in points is only 3 points back. Mathis Wells 4 points back for Luke Rainey. All those drivers, those 5, within 4 points of the points lead. It could definitely change at the end of the day. If Danny Lloyd starts bad, Luke Ray starts inside the top 5. Galloway on the inside, some others as well start towards the front. Pace car to pit road. 14 laps in the Nationwide 200 here at Denver. Adam McDowell, Riley Spurley-Tube, 2 non-chasers to the start-finish line. Restart zone, work green in Denver. Adam McDowell hangs on, leads lap 1 from the pole behind him. Hungry pack of cars go 3 and 4 wide off to the first corner. And we saw Jeff Wright make a big move in turn 3, almost actually wrecked himself. He had to let out of the gas, cost him some positions. Paul Taylor and Luke Rainey through the middle lane. They got clear. Paul Taylor gets the lead. A great push from Luke Rainey there down the back. Look at them scattering down the backstretch, back in the pack. 4 or 5 wide down this backstretch. It is wide enough to make that work. The question is, can they make it work? Paul Taylor, Luke Rainey, Jeff Wright, Franz Device, first, second, third, fourth, all 4 of them currently chasers. Paul Taylor going to lead lap number 2 as he comes off the corner. Luke Rainey needs a good points night, or a good points day, because he is up there only 4 points behind for the points that he needs a great day to try and get to that points lead. Jeff Wright also needs a great day, 10 points behind the points lead. He knows right here he can change that with a first place chase finish inside of Paul Taylor for the top spot through 1 and 2. And Jeff Wright takes it number 1 back out front. Back here, Luke Rainey, Franz Device battling. William Bolton on the bottom lane has a lift. Luke Rainey gets clear for third on the outside lane. Franz Device clear in fourth. Battles for fifth. Patrick Smith clears William Bullen. Riley Spurley-Tube, Sebastian Kukulon. All those drivers trying to make it work on the bottom lane. Spurley-Tube using that top side, trying to use it well as well. Off the corner, Jeff Wright leads Paul Taylor, but not by much. 99 right in the back tailgate that one car. As they come down the front stretch, Jeff Wright leads lap number 3. Paul Taylor's hunting him that 99, but look at Luke, has a good run there in the draft. He's there. Luke Rainey looking for second on Paul Taylor to turn number 1. Got a little tight and dirty air there at the lift of the 9-9. Paul Taylor keeps second for now. Jeff Wright pulls away because of that. Down the back stretch. Looking for some drivers to make some moves right here. Luke right in the back of the 9-9, 38 right in the back of the 12. We'll see what happens in turn number 3. They're staying in line. They're going to try and help each other out. Some braking there through the middle of the corner. Paul Taylor, Luke Rainey. Rainey looking low. Francis Weiss looking high. The 38 car. Down the front stretch. Lap number 4. 10 to go. Jeff Wright leads in the 1. Battle for second. Luke Rainey. Paul Taylor. 2 chasers battle for a point in second on the racetrack. I think Luke has a faster car. We'll see if he can make it work. He's going to clear Paul Taylor through 1 and 2 right there. And Franz Device rockets his way to third. He'll be looking for a second down the backstretch. Great run for Franz Device. I think he's there in the 12. Device for a second on Luke Rainey. This allows Jeff Wright to pull away with the lead and the 1 car. But Luke, using the draft on that 1, pulls ahead of the 38 and clears him. Now, Luke has a sight set on the 1 of Jeff Wright. Can he get there and try and challenge the season number 1 Target Series champion, the season number 5 Target Series champion? Jeff Wright, Luke Rainey, Franz Device, first, second, third. Patrick Smith moves his way to 4th. William Bullen up to 5th. Greg Lee to 6th, with Trey Rainey in the 52 just behind that 60 car. They're trying to make their way forward. Bullen get clear for 5th right there. He moves up in front of the 9-9. So Paul Taylor dropping back, one of our chasers, dropping back outside the top 5, but fights back on William Bullen. This is the battle for 5th on the racetrack. Paul Taylor on the outside wants it back from William Bullen. I think he might get it, actually. Great run on the top side for Paul Taylor. But the 40 fighting back on the inside, trying to make it work. I think Paul Taylor, though, he has that advantage. He can come down and cover the spot from that 40 car. He does. But up front for second. Franz Device back on Luke Rainey. They caught Jeff Wright, but the 38 getting a little antsy. Gets underneath the 12. They battle side by side for P2. Luke on the outside, Franz Device on the inside. Not only is that a battle for second, that is a battle for the point. This for 11 points or 10 points. Depending on who gets what right here. Franz Device will clear for second down the backstretch. Push from Patrick Smith to make that work. And the yellow flag is out, and Trey Rainey in the 52 had some issues. We are racing back here. We're coming back to halfway. Jeff Wright leads. Franz Device second. Who's going to be third? Patrick Smith or Luke Rainey? It's going to be the A6, it looks like, at the start-finish line. At the stripe, Luke Rainey, the power at the top side, keeps third. Caution is out with 7 to go in the Nationwide 200. Trey Rainey at the 52 with some issues at the start-finish line. He was 7th. Now he's in pit row and possibly out of the Nationwide 200. Tough break for the 52 of Trey Rainey. It has been an unfortunate chase for the 52 of Trey Rainey. He came in 3rd, seated in the chase, and now he's last in the points. And right here, running inside the top 10, looking for a good points day. Down as he gets into the restart zone right there. It's going to blow up at the start-finish line. Right there. Engine expires on the 52. Trey Rainey trying to get out of the way, but cars are running the apron here. So he gets down to the apron, but now he realizes there's really nowhere to go. He tries to come up. Greg Lee and then Spurley Tube is going to come down, hit the 8 a little bit, and it spins Trey around right there. Colton Yo, tied for second in points, misses it by inches, but Trey spins up the racetrack, and look at everyone else take it to the high side, and I think everyone was able to miss this crash somehow, some way. The only car involved is Trey Rainey in the 52. That's unbelievable how Trey is the only one that got any. He didn't really even get damaged. He just spun around. The reason he's out is because of the engine failure. And that's a tough break for Trey. I mean, he was having a good day going. It's been an unfortunate chase, a miserable chase for the 52 team. They're looking to go out here and just get some great finishes, get some wins. But now they're out at Denver. It's going to dig themselves an even bigger hole in the chase. And now they're going to have a tough time trying to get out of 12th position in the point standings. 3 chasers are in the top 3 position at our first yellow of the day. Jeff Wright, Franz Device, Luke Rainey, the top 3 for our restart, which will come with under 5 to go in the Nationwide 200 here at Denver. Jeff Wright is dominating tonight. Can he lead the final lap here in Denver? The field paces down the backstretch. We'll come back to the green flag with 3 laps of racing to go here in the Denver Motorsports Park. Chase race number 5. Trey Rainey out of this race, the 52. 41 cars are on the lead lap. Oliver Guy with the last one, the 15. Our points that are coming into this race, Danny Lloyd currently scored in the 30th position, in danger of losing it because Colton Yo and Jake Galloway are further forward. The 9 car currently just outside the top 10 in 11th. Pace car, left-hand turn to pit road. Jeff Wright, Franz Device, Luke Rainey. 3 chasers at the front of the field. Who gets to jump on the restart? Who gets the points? Coming to 3 to go. Jeff Bright, Franz Device, Luke Ray, Patrick Smith, Paul Taylor, 4 of the top 5 chasers. Green flag back in the air, the Nationwide 200. Franz Device something outside the 1 of Jeff Bright. The 1 has something wrong. Bright to the inside with an issue. Our right side on the restart. Off of pace. Jeff Bright drops back. He led the restart. He'll now drop to the back of the field. Franz Device leads. Oh, unfortunate issues for another chaser that was running so well here today. Jeff Bright's out of the running, holding up some of the field now down the backstretch. Franz Device gets away in the lead. Patrick Smith in second. Luke Rainey way up the track to 12. They'll drop back. Kukul on the 4, another chaser. Paul Taylor through the middle lane. The 99 gets clear. He's up to third, but has a long ways to run down the front 2. Franz Device, Patrick Smith come to 2 to go. 2 laps left. Franz Device, Patrick Smith, Paul Taylor, Luke Rainey, the top 5, or the top 4. 5th place is Sebastian Kukulon. 86 closing in. He's in the draft of Franz Device off the corner. Down the backstretch, he's right on the bumper. The 38 side by side behind for 3rd. Luke Rainey and Paul Taylor battling for that. 99 gonna get back clear now. Kukulon to the outside of 12. Can he try and grab 4th on the outside lane? Here come the front 2. Chaser Franz Device, non-chaser Patrick Smith. Off turn 4, Smith to the inside. They battle side by side for the lead, coming to the white flag. Smith inside, Device outside. Last lap in the Nationwide 200. Patrick Smith leads on the line. Will he lead on the checkered flag? Big run for Paul Taylor and Kukul on the draft to turn 1. They're there. 4 cars is up for the win. Will it be Smith, Device, Taylor, or Kukulon? Through 1 and 2, they battle side by side. Patrick Smith just wants to see that. But lap car Max Harrison coming up pit road. Will he play an impact? Patrick Smith into turn 3 for the final time. Driver the A6 trying to get around lap car Max Harrison. Will it hold him up to the outside? He'll get around in time. Off turn number 4. Non-chaser Patrick Smith does it right. Passes Franz Device at the white flag. He'll win the Nationwide 200 in Denver. Patrick Smith wins. Great run for the A6. Non-chaser Patrick Smith wins chase race number 5 of the Target Series season number 8. And Franz Device a great points day. A 2nd place for the 38 team here today. Let's go see the finish results from the Nationwide 200 at Denver. Here are the finish results from the Nationwide 200 at the Denver Motorsports Park. 1 caution flag during the race for 4 laps. In Ford lead changes 5 different drivers leading laps here today in Denver. Patrick Smith timed it right, made the pass at the white flag, ends up winning here today over Franz Device, highest chaser in 2nd, Sebastian Kukulon, another chaser in 3rd, Paul Taylor, a chaser in 4th, and Luke Rainey, a chaser in 5th. Inside the top 5, 4 chasers. Greg Lee ends up 6th, chaser Simon Bloomfield in 7th, Adam McDowell from the pole in 8th, William Bull 9th, and Colton Yo rounds out the top 10. 6 chasers end up inside the top 10 positions. Looking at the top 20, Jake Gow, another chaser in 11th, that's 7 chasers inside the top 11. We look down for more chasers, and you see there's not that many below Jake Galloway, as the next highest chaser was a good ways down. So 7 chasers finished inside the top 11 positions here today, and then you look down, the next highest chaser, 21st, Mathis Wells. And then you look down below Wells, Seaman 29th. And you look down below Seaman, Lloyd in 34th came in as the points leader. Definitely not leaving as the points leader with a bad day. Jeff Bright looked like he was going to get the most points and maybe had the win secured up on the restart when he had an issue. Whatever it was, put his car off pace. He led 9 laps. The most anyone finishes 15 seconds behind the lead pack. Max Anderson a lap down, and Trey Rain the only chaser to retire in the 42nd position. The right side or the point standings is very, very close among the top of the points. Colton Yo takes over the points lead by a single point over Jake Gow and Luke Rainey. They're right now tied for 2nd in the points. And then behind them, Paul Taylor and Danny Lloyd are tied with 37 points. With 36 points, Sebastian Kukulon and Mathis Wells are tied in that position and points. And Franz Device is only 7 points back with 33 points. William Seaman only 10 back with 30 points. So, I mean, there are still some drivers very close to the top of the points and still within a race. There are a lot of drivers. It's been a very interesting chase for sure. Some drivers have just not really been great every race. It's been kind of balanced. These chasers have found a way to balance themselves out, and it's made for a pretty exciting points battle. We're now halfway done with the chase. 5 chasers remain in the Target Series season, and it's going to be a wild run to Homestead to determine who will be crowned the Target Series season number 8 champion. As we look ahead, we'll stay on the West Coast for chase race number 6. We go to Phoenix for the Subway 300. I will see you guys then.